Welcome in. The Eric Zane Show podcast is happening now, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Tell me if you think this is going to help me be less fat. Moments before going to bed. I had done kind of well. I mean, I didn't eat, let's put it this way. Tuesday, I keep thinking it was Monday yesterday. I didn't eat any damn candy. That's good. No candy. I had a salad, a nice salad. Bedtime. One Italian sausage. I just grabbed it because we had it for a cookout on the Memorial Day festivities. All right, that's it. I just, some protein. Protein is good. I just had a successful workout. I'll eat that. And then it went to, wait a minute, there's a hot dog in the bag. A Kogel hot dog. You know, with the casing on it, the whole deal. Snatched that out of there. That disappeared quickly. No bun, just ate it. Okay, now there's also in the fridge a container full of it's a mustard type of potato salad you get. You know, it shows up in that square container in the grocer's in your deli, right next to the macaroni salad. Okay, got to do that too. And then I went upstairs, and Madison. This is at 9 p.m. Madison is in her bedroom, and she's watching a show on a computer. And she says, "Hey, Dad, can you take this downstairs for me?" I go, "Okay, what is it?" And it's she had murdered some Chinese food, but what she didn't murder was the egg roll, an untouched egg roll. And so I walked down the steps with the plate, and by the time I got to the bottom of the steps, the egg roll had vanished. Everybody does that right before bedtime. Italian sausage, hot dog, a couple big scoops of potato salad. Wasn't there something else in there, too? I think there was. No candy, but no candy. Yeah. That's my life. Oh, my God. Thank you to the audience on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So, all of you are going to leave except for the Twitch audience in a little bit. So hang around for as long as you want. But, if you want the full show on Twitch, that's where you got to go. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Twitch and Facebook brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. The Twitter feed brought to you by Blue Frost IT at Eric Zane Show on Twitter. And then YouTube, the almighty YouTube, brought to you by Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance. You saw yesterday on Facebook and YouTube that I posted an interview with someone who, I don't know shit about this guy. But a lot of people love this guy. Well, I love him too. He's a terrific guy to talk to. But I have what this guy does for a living as the lead singer of Slipknot and Stone Sour. That's not really my thing. But what is my thing is finding out the story behind the people. So I don't care who it is. I can interview them. I don't need to know shit about anybody, and I can interview them. All I know is that this guy, Corey Taylor, this is what I know about Corey Taylor. Lived a very full life, been through the ringer, made a lot of mistakes, extremely famous, and now is working to try to help people struggling with PTSD. And he's going to be here in West Michigan tomorrow. So he just started a charity like less than a month ago. It was on like May 12th. And he doesn't even have a website for it yet. And he's helping as these towns that he blows into on his tours. He helps individual local charities that want to help people who are struggling with PTSD. So he does this by doing things like he's doing tomorrow. He'll show up and you pay like $100 to meet him. And then that money goes to the charity that he is supporting locally. And that charity locally is called 92 for 22. It's a bunch of like-minded individuals, military folks who are trying to help people who are struggling with PTSD, first responders, military people who've seen a lot. So that's perfect. So Corey has folks who seek out these local charities when he heads into town. And they reached out to me and said, hey, will you promote our event or our charity? And I go, well, yeah, I'd love to. But you know what always really moves the meter for these things is when the people behind these efforts speak about them. Well, what are you getting at? Well, I want to talk to him. I mean, if he can give me 25 minutes, I'm guessing we could really help 92 for 22. I mean, it really doesn't have much punch if I talk about it. But if a super famous person discusses what is going on, now we're talking. Now that is fun. So I booked it, and I honestly don't know shit about this guy. But as soon as I started talking to him, I realized he's an exceptional individual. And so talking to him was an absolute joy. And then I posted it like I would anything else. And I'm getting a lot of weight, huh? How is he talking to you? Which is a little insulting. How is such a small-time shithead like you talking to Corey Taylor? And I'm like, yeah. Well, I asked. So that is cool. And I hope you all enjoyed it. He was a great guy. Really, really great dude. So you can check that out. I posted it on Facebook and on YouTube. And then I also made it available on the audio podcast. So I hope you like it. Slipknot and Stone Sour. And then I went back and I go, well, everybody loves this guy. I'm going to go ahead and listen to his music. And by the way, Kenny, I tipped him off about this. He was the only person I talked to about this interview. And he sent me some songs. Oh, man, you got to check this one out. And he knows that any of like the Slipknot songs I'm not going to like. And it's true, I don't. I do not like that style of music. It doesn't matter. I don't care if baby Jesus comes down to the earth and he picks up a guitar and he performs that style of music. I'm going to say, baby Jesus, I love you. And you're really interesting. I want to talk to you on the Eric Zane Show podcast. But I am not a fan of what you are doing here. Okay? I have ears and I can tell something that sounds pleasant, and you don't. You're doing it wrong. However, when he does covers, I've found a number of the songs that he does as covers are fantastic. In fact, Arena Nick V, sent along a song that dude covered when he was on stage with Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, and he performed Wood. And he did a fantastic job because I like that song. And then he also did Gimme Shelter, the old Rolling Stones song, which I loved that. With Lizzie Hale, who, oh my God, has a voice of a goddess. That I loved. Fantastic. I have to check out some of the Stone Sour songs. Supposedly that is something that I might like. So I'll take a listen to that. But that was very, very cool. I'm so glad he took the time to do that, and he was very, very laid back. And yeah, man. So if you want to actually meet the guy, all the details are there as to what you need to do. And if you give $100, you're going to hang out with him for like an hour. You get pictures, because he's going to be in town tomorrow for the concert. And then this little meet and greet happens at like 2 p.m. on day of show. So that is cool. I'm glad he's doing that. Hey, buy the damn tire insurance. All right. When you're buying a set of tires, they're like, hey, give me $20 a tire, and you have unlimited coverage. If something goes wrong on the tire, we're going to give you a new tire. And these guys, this is a free ride. Discount Tire in Granville, Michigan, the absolute best. I have been buying. They are awesome. I've been buying tires from them for a long, long time. I need to get them on as a sponsor. I've spent so much money with those folks. And they say, hey, you want to buy the tire insurance? Now, normally, I don't ever buy any type of extended warranty or anything, but then something has always gnawed at me, buy the tire insurance. And I think there might have been one or two times that I haven't for some reason. I don't know why I would do that. But yesterday, Jackie she sends me, hey, I got a flat tire. Now, if you recall, last time she got a flat tire on this 2015 Civic, she smashed into a curb. So right away, I'm like, oh, come on. And she said, no, there was something in the road. It was a piece of metal, pierced the sidewall, and then it kicked up, and it damaged the actual vehicle. I go, oh, my God. And it did. There's a hole in the plastic bumper, and then the side of the car's got it. I don't know what the fuck she ran over. How did you miss that? But anyway, she's fine. Tire immediately out of air. She pulls over. Now, the last time that fucking car had a flat tire, we discovered that this is my only knock on Honda vehicles. For years now, instead of putting a spare tire in, they give you a pump. It's so stupid. There's even a spot, like if you lift up the little thing in the trunk, there's a spot where a tire once was, or could be, I guess, where a tire could be. Instead, there's a styrofoam insert, almost in the shape of a tire, with a cutout for a pump. And there's a pump in there. And then attached to the pump is a can of that shit that you screw onto the valve stem, and then and then it blocks the hole. Now, I'd always been taught that if you get a flat tire and you use that stuff, that your tire is no good. I mean, yes, you'll be able to get to a place to repair the tire, like off the road or whatnot, but the tire is no good at that point. So this is a disaster. And besides, I don't think that material is effective when you have a blowout or the sidewall is ruptured, like what happened to Jacqueline. I think that this is a huge mistake. In fact, when we got Diana's car, it's the first thing I do is I checked, and sure enough, I've got two pumps. Yeah, just spray this on the inside of the tire and then fill it up. And you're good. You'll be on your merry way. No bullshit. At least give me the donut. Why? How come you can? I mean, this is a great car. This new one that Diana got. You telling me you can't put a stupid donut in there? You know, the one that you can't go over like 50 miles an hour? That was perfect. I mean, truth be told, it was bad enough when they went from full-size spare to stupid-ass bicycle tire donut. But at least you could take the tire with a hole in it, put it in your trunk, put the donut on, and then get to work, and then take the car to the place to get the tire repaired. No, they don't do that shit anymore, at least on these cars. So that is my only knock on Honda vehicles, because I kind of am partial to them. Do you remember back in the day when if you bought a vehicle that was not an American company, everybody fucking yelled at you and shit? It's like, oh, fuck off. Make a better car, dick. Eat my ass. About the only thing the American car market has been able to dominate has been pickup trucks. Jesus. Anyway. So back at the first, when she smashed into the curb, I actually went over to Discount Tire and bought like a full-size tire. You can't buy a donut. I bought a full-size tire on a rim and put it in there. It occupies so much space that the thing in the trunk that you have to lift up, that like, I guess it's like almost like it's like cardboard with a little rug on it. That thing won't even go all the way down. And it didn't even have a jack. So I had to buy a jack. I had to buy the tire. And I've yet to do that for Diana's car. I need to do that. So thank God I did that. So Justin goes to where she is and puts a tire on, even though I said to her, I go, you need to watch me do this. And she's sitting there watching me do it. Last time this happened, I go, you're not even paying attention. She goes, I know. I go, well, why are you wasting my time? She goes, well, I don't know. She just wanted to humor me. So I'm showing her how to change the tire. And it's all, the words are bouncing off of her. I'm showing her how to do it. I go, why aren't you paying attention to this? She goes, I'll just have Justin do it. And I'm like, what is wrong? I think it's a rare thing to have. I don't know what it is. Is this a chick thing? I mean, not all chicks. I'm guessing some of you in the audience could actually change a tire quite well. I'm looking at, actually, probably, I only picture Andrea doing it. I only picture out of all the audience members. Okay, if Andrea gets a flat tire, okay, she's going to get out. Well, first of all, she's going to put a cigarette in her mouth. She's going to light it up, and then she's going to look at it. And then some guy is going to pull off the side of the road and white knight her and say, hey, you want me to help you there? And she's going to hit him with a fucking tire. Get away, creep. I got this. And then she doesn't even need a jack. She's going to lift up her truck and repair the thing. I fully expect that to be the case. The rest of you, I can't picture anyone of the live audience on Twitch being able to change a tire. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Jackie is like you. I drive over to where she works. I go, hey, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to go see. I'm going to take your tire. I'm going to take it over to Discount Tire. On the way there, I call the dude. Brian, Eric Zane. Hey, Eric. I go, I need you to check on the tires on the Civic. Did I buy the tire insurance? Okay, let me see. He's looking. There's silence. Yep, you did. You did buy the tire insurance. Thank God. Yes. He goes, it did its job, didn't it? I go, it absolutely did, man. Buy the damn tire insurance. It's going to cost you about $80 more. 81. Wheel it into the garage. I go, all right, let me know when you're done. He goes, all right. I go home. Get a text message. It's done. Now you got to buy tire insurance for the new tire. $20.25. I go, all right, Jackie, Venmo me $20.25. Why? For the tire insurance. Yeah, but you paid for it. I paid for the last tire insurance. You're paying for this tire insurance. She sent me the cash. Oh, good. That's a great feeling. I highly encourage it. Buy the damn tire insurance. One more vet trip. Okay, now I'm coming off 2 weeks of $2,000 to the vet. I'm vetted out. Daisy had been suffering from a urinary tract infection. You got to go for a recheck. So I'm thinking they just go in. Takes a minute. No, not at all. I don't know why I thought this would be a quick visit. And they're slammed. There's so many dogs there. And oh my God. I'm sitting there in the waiting room and this pit bull comes walking by and sees Daisy and wants to rip her head off. I'm like, oh my God. And it's fighting with its owner. And I'm like, man, if she loses, and she was a fat ass too, if she goes down, that dog is going to be going for Daisy's throat. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I wandered away while this wildebeest tries to put her dog on the scale. Get the fuck out of there. Finally, Daisy gets seen. They go, okay, we just got to go get a sample. I'm like, what? Yeah, of course. I'm like, well, yeah. So she has to pee. They get the pee sample. They take a look at it. Doc comes in and boy, is she cute. Oh, she's such a babe. And I'm just trying to help. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Uh-huh. And good news. No issues. And then she's walking away. She goes, okay, so-and-so here, the Ashley, the nurse, or the vet tech, I don't know what the hell they call him. Do they even call him a nurse? Says she'll get you squared away. And I'm like, wait a minute, squared away? You don't say squared away unless there's about to be some type of dollar and cents transaction. That's the only squaring away I can think of. So I'm like, oh boy. So this was the cherry on top. Another $70 out the door. Jeremy out the door, $70. I go, all right. Fine. And then she goes, hey, and good news, we don't need to see Daisy till November. And I'm like, that seems like it should be like June. You should be saying we don't need to see Daisy until June of 2023, I'm thinking. Holy shit. All right. I also learned something at the vet. I'm sitting there in the waiting room after the pit bull tries to rip Daisy's head off. They've got this thing on the wall. It's like, well, it's a freaking TV, and there's like a scrolling messages. Like one message might be our staff, and it has all the ladies. No dudes, by the way. This is an industry, I guess, that no man wants to work in. You ever think about all the industries that are dominated by one gender or the other? Vet technician is one dominated by women. Dudes do not want to be vet techs. There are no dudes that work there. And I think if they wanted to, they could. It's not like they're discriminating, but men apparently do not want to help in this industry. Just like you rarely see women in trades, like a plumber, HVAC, or construction. Why the hell is that? I don't understand. So it's our staff, and then it flips and it says there's a message about how something that can kill your cat. And I have 2 cats. And then it clicked. This right here is going to kill my cat. Well, not this specifically. I sound like I'm drunk. Did you know that lilies will kill your fucking cat? If someone gives you a lily, don't let it into your house. If your cat, because my cats eat all sorts of flowers all the time. Like if someone gets, if Diana gets, if I get her flowers, the cat's always like eating the baby's breath or the leaves on whatever, on the roses or whatever it may be, or the carnations. But if the cat decides to bite a lily, it's going to destroy their kidneys. I mean, it's not negotiable. It's not like, oh, it might destroy their kidneys. It's going to destroy their kidneys. I had no idea. Thank God I was in there on that day, because I wouldn't have seen this message. Now, it turns out this particular lily is called a calla lily, Xantadeschia. Isn't that a blues singer, Susan Xantadeschia? This one in particular will not actually kill the cat, but if the cat goes and bites these leaves, it is going to cause excruciating burning pain to the cat in its mouth, tongue, and esophagus. Wow, what the fuck? So I think this is one of those deals that you put in the ground every year now, and it comes back every year. I don't know if it's around year round. Maybe it is. I have no idea. But I think I can put this thing outside in a particular, so that it doesn't get direct sunlight. But for now, it's here. It can't be in the damn kitchen. It'll kill the cat. Well, it won't kill the cat, but it'll hurt the cat. Like, holy fuck, I had no idea. Be safe. This is a public service announcement from your old pal, Eric Zane. All right. So that was a big portion of my day yesterday, man. Got a lot done. But not enough done, because this pool looks like shit. The stupid RV needs to be cleaned, and it needs to be out of my driveway today. So I'm feeling the pressure, feeling the heat. That's what I'm dealing with. This show, as you know, originates from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. I have Dear Meathead happening in 23 minutes. Little lean on the questions. I've got 3 or 4, but I need more. I would love you to send along a question for Dear Meathead. So if you are in the live audience and you're hearing this right now, send along a question, Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Dad always loves to hear from you. That is is like one of his favorite parts of the week, is to be answering your questions and talking with you, the audience. He loves you so very much. And I hate to say it. I know it's a little morbid. What's that song? Don't know what you got till it's gone. We have to treasure this man. We have to protect this man. He's not here forever. And I know it's crazy. Eric, how can you possibly talk like that? Well, I'm trying to keep it real with you. He's not in the best of health. His mind is fading fast. Who sings that? Don't know what. Is that Cinderella? Tom Kiefer? Oh, my God. I love him so much. I cannot imagine life without my father. Seriously. I was the same way without my mom. I've been thinking about my mom lately. I was like, fuck. Can't believe it's been, it'll be 2 years in October. It still doesn't seem like she's gone. You know, and when you're in a spot like I'm in, where I didn't see her that often. You know, months would go by before I talked to her all the time, but I just wouldn't see her. I just miss her voice. I go back and listen to the old voicemails. Are you one of those? I still have them. I have to dub them over onto a waveform so I can have them forever. They, surprisingly, they don't really make me sad. I just like hearing them, You're going to make me cry. I'm going to make me cry. Don't make me cry, Eric. Yesterday, I went back over to the YMCA. Team Knuckle Dragger said it was black shorts, blue top. Today, it is, what do we have for the fashion accessories today? We have gray bottom, black top. I got in there late. I was not able to lift weights, but I did get the running workout in. I am once again a glutton for punishment, challenging Mike Ball in about 16 weeks, the Grand Rapids Half Marathon. In fact, how many weeks officially is this? I need to know this right this second. Let's see. The race is October. What is the race? I'm not going to bother with it now. We're about 16 weeks away. Never been fatter. Never been more gross. I think I was better off last year at the start of the training campaign. I did suffer an injury then. That did hamper me, but that's no excuse. I was just absolutely disgusting. Had no shot to beat this man. Probably no shot again. I would give myself less of a chance of beating this man. So I know what I'm up against. Last year, though, I was much more cocky. But yesterday, I got on that damn treadmill, and I tell you what, I felt strong, ladies and gentlemen. I'd taken a few days off going up north. You know, it's funny, though. When I was up north, I was on my feet all damn day, every day, and doing things like mowing the grass and chopping wood. And I wasn't sitting around by any stretch. I felt more fatigued, my feet in particular, at when I was up north than I do here, because when I'm here, first of all, I'm seated for several hours every day. The only time I'm really on my feet is when I'm at the gym. And that plantar fasciitis, oh my God, did that creep up on me when I was up north. By midday, I was limping. It was terrible. And I had I used to have that damn sock called the Strasbourg sock, which, it pulls up to your knee and it's got a little buckle on it. And then at the toe area, there's like a strap, which it flexes your foot as you tie it onto that buckle. And, you can't walk when you have it on, but it stretches the bottom of your foot incredibly. I have no damn socks, so I'm up north. And what did I do? I duct taped my foot. I'm not even kidding you. I put tape around my toe area and then pulled the duct tape up to my knee and then strapped it to an area above my knee, like more duct tape. So I went to sleep with my foot duct taped. Swear to God. I did it last night, too. I've been doing it since because the thing's still barking at me. And then about 2.5 hours later, the foot's starting to get uncomfortable, because it's been in one position for too long, and it's time to. So at like 1 a.m, I'll yank the duct tape off, and that's not pleasant. So I have no hair on my thigh. Oh. So Diana hears like the sound of duct tape ripping and me going, "Ugh, ugh." And she goes, "What the fuck was that? What are you doing?" I'm taking the fucking duct tape off. She goes, "You're a fucking psycho. What kind of asshole puts duct tape on his leg?" I go, you know what I'm doing. "You're an asshole. Why don't you just go buy another sock?" I don't have it. I need it right now. "Jesus Christ, I'm sleeping and I hear that you're having a fucking heart attack." Sorry. Treadmill yesterday. Just, when you take several days, I worked out. I ran on the treadmill for most of May, and I hadn't done that in forever. So then I took days off, and my body healed. I got on that fucker yesterday, and I felt strong as shit. And the workout calls for a 1-mile warm-up, gradually increasing your intensity. And then, all right, get off the treadmill, stretch a little bit. All right, let's get after it. Mile repeats. at lactate threshold. So that used to be 6:30 a mile. To be able to beat Mike, I'm going to need to be running these repeats. And as the workouts increase, you do several of them, like 5, 6, 7 1-mile repeats. At about 7:17 a mile. That's the pace it needs to be at to be able to run a half marathon in about an hour 35, hour 36. You need to have that level of fitness. I'm not there. But I did run a 7:45 mile. And you pause for 2 minutes, and you do it again. The second mile was 7:35. And it was hard. It was very, very hard to do. I don't know if I can pull that off. I know I can't. If I could probably do 1 mile at 7:17 right now, and then I'll have to call it a day. There is a long way to go. Who was that? We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Eastbound and Down. Jerry Reed. Right? Great show, by the way. Holy fuck, is that funny. Danny McBride. The thing about Danny McBride is, once you see Danny McBride, no matter what character he's doing, it's still Kenny Powers. I do the Patreon podcast every single day. Went for about 40 minutes yesterday after this one got done, and I want you there. Each and every day of the work week, I do the Patreon bonus podcast. Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Thank you if you've signed up in the past. I would love you to come back to the pack. Come on now. You can sign up for $5 or $10 a month. The Ben and Eric Patreon podcast happens Thursday. Excuse me. If you're on Patreon, you're invited. If you don't see an invite, let me know on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Please do that. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. And by the way, got some nice emails yesterday. That is the best way to correspond with me. Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. If you ever want to talk to me. In fact, who did I hear from? I heard from Sweet Maureen. And let's see. And I believe Dan. Dan O. Podcast number 830. Eric, awesome podcast today. All of the topics were great, but your discussion on the Texas shooting was noteworthy. Welcome back. Thank you, Dan O. Maureen says, "Hi, Eric. I just finished listening to the podcast from this morning. So happy to see your face and hear your voice again. I missed you while you were on vacation." Sounds like Doan. "Now Linda and I are out in California. So we're asleep when you're doing the podcast. Anywho, just wanted to say good show. Glad you're back. Carry on, Maureen." Thank you, my dear. Glad you're there. All right. Fantastic. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. That is the best way to get a message to me. And thank you, by the way, to Shoreliner Striping for once again sponsoring the email. You guys are awesome over there. Okay. Man. The open and live stream of the podcast brought to you by Dumpster Divers. Call or text 616-375-9962. If you want to talk to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Emilio also might be able to help you. If you go to their website, dumpsterdiversllc.com, you can rent one online. 3 different size dumpsters to choose from. They occupy less space in your driveway because they're tall as opposed to long. Okay? And they are cheaper than any other company in West Michigan that can deliver a dumpster to you, all right? The weight limit is lower. They do that because they know that, the other companies charge you a price point or a weight point that you can't possibly achieve. They're basically stealing your money. If you do happen to go over the weight limit, you'll have to pay for that, but it's really, really hard. You can pack that thing full of shingles and you won't hit the weight limit. And they just got like some milestone number of reviews, and they're still averaging 5 stars at Dumpster Divers. Kyle is very, very proud of that. He will join us on the show tomorrow. Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Get a dumpster from Dumpster Divers. My Policy Shop Insurance, Frank the Tank Fuss. You can find him at buyinsurancehere.com. Terrific individual. Might be playing paintball with us on June 26th. If the tank shows up, that's going to be awesome. He'll be wearing his MAGA shirt. 616-914-4070. Call him on the MAGA phone today. Say, Frank, Eric Zane sent me. I need help navigating healthcare.gov. All right? If you just became unemployed or you're between jobs or, maybe you're self-employed, you need health insurance. There is a special enrollment period going on right now that Frank needs to help you with to see if you qualify. 616-914-4070. Call him or text him, mention my name, and he'll get you started on everything you need to know to make that happen. Frank's services are free. That's the best part about all this. A lot of people are like, God, how do I take advantage of this? Well, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you right now, and it doesn't cost you anything. He gets paid by the insurance companies. All right. Well, that is an open in the books officially. And, I got to go pee. So you know how it is. It's time. Stand by. I will be back with more. plug a mic in. I was down a mic. Never plugged the damn thing in. Okay. I think I have to say goodbye. Excuse me, to the folks on Facebook. God, I guess I already said goodbye. I think I'm still there. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to the folks on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you want the full show, go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.